From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
A certain percentage of flights will be reduced over the next several days.
Planning on flying, be ready for potential delays. What Billings Airport officials say could be the local impact as flights are cut across the country.
They can't possibly learn in school if they don't have enough to eat.
A surge of hungry students. Why more kids than ever are signing up for a Billings program that helps feed them in the midst of SNAP concerns.
I can't thank them enough for providing this for our school. It's awesome.
How a Crow agency teacher is being recognized on the national stage for her efforts in the classroom. Those stories and much more coming up in the next hour. Good morning and welcome back to Montana This Morning. On this Friday, November 7th, I'm at Carmack filling in for our Haley Monaco, and I'm here with Miller Robson. How are you doing today, Miller?
I'm doing good, Mack. You doing good?
I'm doing good, a little sleepy today.
It's all right.
I'm ready for my fourth cup of coffee.
Are you? All right. Well, it's Friday, so a nice weekend. Maybe get you a little bit of rest in there. And it may be one of those weekends you want to stay indoors. It's going to be a little cooler, be pretty seasonal. Now, eastern Montana, especially tomorrow, could see those temperatures stalling out in the mid to upper 30s, maybe even colder. And the reason is we got a cold front coming through, and we're going to tell you all about that coming in. You may even have a little bit of snow tomorrow. Now, yesterday we actually did break 60. We were 12 degrees above average yesterday of 62 here in Billings, our low of 40, 11 degrees above the norm. Top gust yesterday of 45 miles an hour. That's still going to be a big weather story today through at least tomorrow morning with those strong winds because of this cold front making its way through. Was a dry day yesterday, still slightly in the hole for the month. And I got to tell you folks, if you get any moisture today through early tomorrow morning, consider yourself lucky because that is going to be about it. All models are coming into agreement that we got a really dry stretch on the way. But the good news is we're still ahead for the year. But you can see it's nothing really showing up right now on the Doppler. You can see over to our west-northwest, that's that line, that cold front coming through. Could see some rain this morning here in Billings, a chance we could see some mountain snow as well. Across the area, we've got temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Again, we're at 41 right now here in the Magic City, but it feels like 35 under cloudy skies. Winds out of the southwest at about 9 miles an hour. A lot of cloud cover today. Could see some rain this morning, maybe this afternoon. Our high of 55, we may hit that around lunchtime, and then as that cold front makes its way through, cooling us down as we hit the drive at 5. And you can see that line coming through, giving us a chance of rain today. Highs mainly in the 50s, but a cooler weekend on the way. We'll take a look at that with the main forecast coming up.
Thank you, Miller.
Okay, Matt.
Today, flight reductions at the nation's 40th busiest airports take effect, sparking new frustrations for passengers. The move is due to air traffic control shortages brought on by the longest federal government shutdown in U.S. history. There is some optimism, though, on Capitol Hill that a key procedural vote on a funding bill could be a path towards reopening the government. Jared Hill has more.
Anxiety and delays growing at airports nationwide.
I'm like, am I going to get to my destination? Am I going to make it back from my destination?
Starting today, airlines are scrambling to cut hundreds, if not thousands of flights a day to hit the FAA's target of gradually reducing air traffic at 40 of the nation's biggest airports by next week.
I'm kind of making contingency plans to drive the whole way if I need to.
The goal, alleviate pressures due to a surge in sick calls from air traffic controllers working without pay because of the federal government shutdown.
They're worried about putting gas in their car. They're worried about putting food on the table. As that risk increases, you have to begin reducing the capacity of the system.
Today, new hope of some relief for the 42 million Americans getting SNAP food aid. Thursday, a judge ordered the Trump administration to fully fund SNAP after it said it would only provide partial funding.
Let's give dollars back to families to be able to buy food again to feed their kids.
The Trump administration says it plans to appeal.
In the midst of a shutdown, we can't have a federal court telling the president how he has to triage the situation.
As the shutdown hits day 38, today the Senate could try a slightly different tactic to entice moderate Democrats, voting on the House funding bill with the goal of amending it. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Thanks, Jared. There is some evidence that many travelers are choosing to hit the road as airlines reduce flights over the next few days. Car rental company Hertz says one-way rental reservations have spiked more than 20% through this weekend. That news has many travelers feeling some turbulence before they even take off. Our Vanessa Willard spent yesterday at the Billings Airport talking with passengers and officials about what to expect in the busy days ahead.
ATVQ senior producer Dan Dragon is flying to Milwaukee Thursday afternoon.
I've been watching, obviously, with the shutdown the last few weeks and kind of worried and keep thinking, okay, it's going to end. Well, it hasn't ended.
Amid the government shutdown, flights have been delayed in airports across the country, and those delays are expected to increase. For Dragon, it's not the outbound flights he's worried about.
It's truly just a game of Russian roulette and not knowing which flights are going to get canceled.
It's the flight back that poses the risk.
I'll be leaving Milwaukee and then flying back through Denver. Denver being a major hub, probably going to be affected more, so I'm definitely worried about that since it'll be in the midst of these delayed and canceled flights.
The FAA announced Wednesday they will be cutting 10% of air traffic across 40 U.S. airports Friday, as air traffic employees have gone 37 days during this government shutdown without pay.
9 of the 10 out-of-state hubs that are served from Billings are on the list of 40 airports that are going to be impacted.
At the airport in Billings, Director of Aviation and Transit Jeff Roach says there is a significant chance the airport will see delays.
There is a likelihood that we may see some delays or cancellations as a part of this overall disruption to the air service.
While the reductions start at midnight Thursday night, Roach cannot confirm when or if the airport will see the delays.
I would encourage everyone who plans to travel over the next several days until the government shutdown is resolved to go ahead and continue to contact their air carrier and keep in touch with their air carrier about their flight status.
In Billings, Vanessa Willardson, MTN News.
Thank you, Vanessa. The Trump administration now says SNAP benefits will be cut less than expected, down to about 35% for the month of November. But here in Billings, that reduction is still hitting families hard. The school district's backpack meals program is seeing a surge in demand, with more than 70 new students signing up just this past week. The Education Foundation says about 8% of students rely on food pantries and backpack meals, and as the holidays approach, they're struggling to keep shelves stocked. Meanwhile, the Trump administration says it will appeal a federal judge's order to pay November SNAP benefits by today. District Judge John McDonald says that 16 million American children are at risk of going hungry without SNAP, and accused the Trump administration of withholding the benefits for political reasons. Back here in Billings, our Isabel Sparks shows us how the community is rallying to keep kids fed.
Within the walls of Bench Elementary School in the Billings Heights.
It's hard to have a bad day when you're surrounded by kids.
Principal Tammy Concepcion hears all the giggles and smiles, but she also hears what many may not.
We had a student 2 days ago that came into school and hadn't ate since the prior lunch here at school.
November SNAP benefits have been delayed during the government shutdown. It's left many students at her school hurting. Nearly 50% of the school students already utilize backpack meals, the most in the district.
It just takes on a whole new importance in ensuring that our students and our families do not go hungry.
But Bench isn't the only school fighting food insecurity. In fact, it's become a growing problem across the district in just the past week. The Education Foundation oversees the Backpack Meals program in the over 30 school pantries.
We discreetly slide a bag of food into their backpack.
2 breakfasts, 2 lunches every Friday for the weekend. Executive Director Kelly McCandless says the program grew by nearly 30% last year alone. Now, it's nothing she's ever seen before.
Our numbers to send backpack meal kits have gone up by over 70 kids in just the last about 8 days.
Each meal costs around $6.50, a cost that could easily increase with food shopping now happening daily. And even more students will be needing assistance over the upcoming Thanksgiving break.
When we're in a situation like this where the demand is so constant, we're buying it from the grocery store like everyone else. If kids are in need, we'll find a way to serve them.
Because back in the classroom, Concepcion sees the toll empty bellies take on mental health.
Our kids are kind of falling apart. Our parents are falling apart. Attendance as well.
The foundation and each school are are constantly taking donations to ensure children don't go hungry and don't fall behind.
And frankly, it's just what we should do. Kids deserve support, and that's what we're here to do.
In Billings, Isabel Sparts, MTN News.
Thank you, Isabel. We have an update this morning on where the very tight race to be Billings' next mayor stands. Again, results are not yet official, but election staff says they're getting closer to correcting all of the ballots cast. It's not official just yet, but Mike Nelson appears poised to take the mayor's seat in Billings. The Northern Hotel owner holds a 185 vote lead over City Council member Jennifer Owen. The election administrator Dana Cosby tells MTN fewer than 200 collected ballots will be counted on Monday, and for now, Owen has not conceded. Continuing coverage this morning surrounding a downtown Billings daycare that briefly lost a toddler in its care. We've since learned the facility faced complaints in the past. State records show the daycare was investigated for failing to meet required staff-to-child ratios. Our Charlie Kleps hears from the little boy's mother and a former parent who says she's not surprised by what happened.
It was along these downtown Billings streets that child walked around unsupervised on Monday. It was a scary call for his mother, but also ignited a background search into the facility itself, which has some pretty interesting investigations documented.
And they put his life in danger.
You just don't want to believe this could happen.
And he's walking outside in the cold, not knowing where he is.
Amelia Hahn's 3-year-old son Ryder was somehow able to walk away from his daycare at the Learning Grove downtown. Hahn says the police report shows the staff was unaware he was missing for 15 minutes.
He was traumatized. He was like, he's never going to be okay with being dropped off somewhere.
Thankfully, Ryder was found by a passerby and delivered safely, brought here to a different daycare across the street. But one happy ending for this mother isn't shared by all moms. Christy Holy took her children out of the Learning Grove school.
In the amount of time that we were there, we experienced a lot of neglect.
Her kids were there for just 6 weeks.
My daughter, multiple times, 3 on account I can count for, I spoke to the owner about, was left for about 3 hours plus in a soiled diaper.
Dirty diapers are one thing, but a pickup by Dad proved to be Holy's final straw.
He ended up coming into the daycare, walking all the way back to the room she was in, getting Lyric, my daughter, and then leaving without them even noticing that she had been gone, until they had messaged me 2 hours later and said I didn't sign her out.
Those complaints are well documented on the Department of Public Health and Human Services website. But Cora Vies, who owns the daycare where Ryder was found, explained providers are well aware of annual inspections, as well as the random ones that happen throughout the year.
If you're doing things right the whole year, I feel like there's not so much worry. It's very important to have everybody on the same page.
Vies says communication is key and says safety is her concern year-round.
It's not just something I think about, once a year.
Hahn will surely remember her safety nightmare for years to come.
Terrified, mad, and sad at the same time.
In Billings, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.